So this one comes from COCCINEIFLF. So I'm going to just assume that is at Cassine, like vaccine, LF.
Okay.
And she says, I've been in a serious relationship with my first love, 첫사랑,
Congrats.
for 4 years, but it ended pretty bad last month.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
I feel like I can't trust anyone now and that I won't find a love like the one we had. What should I do? Frowny face.
Short answer, you will.
You will what?
Find another love.
Yeah.
You will. That's the short answer.
Right.
First love is really hard.
Right. It is.
Yeah.
I think right now, I don't know if this is somebody in high school, in college, because you find your first love
Or
in
like
your
someone,
50s.
it could be somebody like in their 30s.
Right.
Yeah.
But giving yourself to somebody for the first time, there's a lot of trust, a lot of boundaries that have been broken down, a lot of walls, you become vulnerable for the first time.
Oh,
and 4 years is
beautifully put.
4 years,
that's a long relationship.
Like that's an entire high school term. That's an entire college term. Like that's a lot of time to be calling someone, texting someone, really thinking that this is going to be the person.
That's at least 3-4 albums if you're in a band together. That's a long time.
How many times do people think? I'd say the majority. I'd say 99% of people who find their first love think they're going to marry them because it's so like so new. It's such like whoa, like this is it.
Because not only are you discovering this person, you're discovering this about yourself.
Right.
You're like, oh my God, what is this thing that I'm feeling? Like,
right.
I am capable of feeling something greater than I've ever felt. So it's a new experience in all,
right.
in all its scope.
Right. So what would your advice be for someone like this? How do you cope with this? Even if they will inevitably find their next person.
This is also the first heartbreak, right?
First heartbreak, sounds like it.
Okay. Well, short answer made long. You will. I mean, you will is what I'm saying.
Right.
You will eventually find somebody that you love again. It will not be like the first love. It will not be like your first love because it will feel different. You're more experienced. You've experienced heartbreak. You're also, outside of relationships and love, you're also growing as a person, right? In your career, in your school, like academics or whatever. You're learning new things and you're becoming a different version of yourself. So next time you fall in love, you will be significantly different than who you were when you were in your first love.
Right.
So it might not seem like that love compares to that first love.
Beautifully said.
You know what I mean? Because during your first love, like I said, you are experiencing that for the first time. And you're like, oh my God, my heart can beat like this? And then when you experience the first breakup with this person, you're experiencing the greatest heartbreak for the first time. Because your heart has bubbled up to the point where it felt unbreakable with this person. And then because of, this thing that happened with that person, your heart breaks and it's something that devastates you like nothing ever has before, right?
A seismic hammer to the chest.
Yeah, yes. Thor's hammer just landing on your heart. And when that happens, it takes you time to put the pieces back together. And one day you meet somebody new, and it might not feel like that love compares, because you're not feeling as much sensation.
A little jaded.
Yeah, you're jaded. But it does not mean that it's not love. You're just more experienced. You're just more cautious. But that's fine because you will realize that you are also much better at relationships. You are also much more in control of your emotions so that, no one can easily break your heart. So it's never compare your current love to your first love. because you're not comparing them objectively. It's not scientific, okay? You're comparing basically who you are now to who you were then. You're not comparing love. You're comparing yourselves.
You are listening to the Tablo Podcast.